So we're here at the American Society on Aging, and I'm speaking with
Keren Etkin.
And you are?
I am a gerontologist and I run a media platform that covers the global age tech ecosystem called thegerontechnologist.com.
And I just heard a fabulous presentation about how technology is going to impact in the future and what's going on in the present. A lot of it I was unaware of. But I wonder if you could speak a little bit about, well, how you see this affecting women, not only who may be using it, but who are going to be the ones who are going to have parents who may be using it and therefore of interest as a provider of care.
So it's a great thing to talk about because the sandwich generation of women, we know that the majority of people who take on the responsibilities of being a family caregiver are women, and the majority of people who have to reduce their job to part-time or quit working altogether due to caregiving responsibilities are women. And we also know that women not only earn less during their career, but that when it comes to retirement savings, about 50% of women between 55 and 65 have no retirement savings, and that is a higher proportion than we have for men. So having the lower income combined with caregiving duties means that women, when they reach a point where they retire, they have sometimes depleted a lot of their resources, their physical and emotional resources, because of years of caregiving.
They
and
have
also
less means at a time when they don't have the time to earn more money.
Exactly, financial resources as well. So I feel like we definitely need to do a better job at addressing women's needs around some of those key challenges.
So how did you get involved in this technology side? Because you're quite invested in that.
So it's a great question. I was actually working in community services for older adults in nonprofits, and then I got the offer to join Intuition Robotics, and the startup that has developed a social robot for older adults. And that is how I got my start. I was super interested in creating a solution that could potentially make an impact in millions of people's lives. And that was how I got my start.
And you talked about so many topics, but maybe you could just touch on the top of some of the things, some of the highlights that people should be thinking about in terms of technology as they are aging or their loved ones are aging and they're caring for.
So it's a great question. I think it's highly personalized because each and every one who is going through the aging process and each family caregiver is facing a different set of challenges that are really depend on personal circumstances. But overall, like the overarching things are financial challenges, health-related challenges, a lot of the physical stress and emotional stress that revolves around caregiving. There are so many challenges today that we have some sort of technological solution for, and I feel like part of the challenge is that people aren't aware that they can look for technological solutions. So family caregivers don't necessarily know that they can get a caregiver app to help support them throughout their journey, and maybe they can even get their employer to pay for it. So I think that is maybe one of the barriers we have right now for adoption.
Where do people look to find out what technology is available?
Well, they go on thegerontechnologist.com. We've got a market map.
Say the journal again.
Thegerontechnologist.com. You want me to restart?
No, it's okay.
You can go on thegerontechnologist.com. We've got a map of the global age tech ecosystem with startups in about a dozen categories, including a specific category for caregivers. So you can go and check it out.
That's awesome. And if you were going to give clues or information beyond that to our demographic is women, those that are either in need of it or things that they should be thinking about. Are there other parting comments or thoughts you want to share?
I think maybe my number one comment is to understand that even though today you're a caregiver, one day, if you're lucky, you will get to grow old as well, and you have to put yourself as a priority as well. I know us women, we tend to take care of everyone else and put ourselves at the bottom of the list, but I feel like we should really put ourselves closer to the top.
Nurture the nurturer.
Exactly.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for the interview. It's a pleasure.